but I fucking checked out, what were the fucking song titles? Know It All, which was cool as fuck. And then the full title came cut out, but like worldwide. That was fucking cool shit.
Cool. Oh, good.
I can tell you guys really like Maiden, and I like that.
Oh, yeah.
But I hear like Overkill and Exciter and all that good shit.
There's definitely some thrash in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I had the same problem, unfortunately, where I couldn't access it and didn't notice it, so I only heard the 2 songs until today, but now I've heard it all. But I really didn't get a chance to focus on the lyrics too much, but loved it musically. Awesome.
One thing I did notice, though, your guitar player reminds me of Randy Rhoads a bit, and I fucking like it.
Let's talk about that during the show, so we don't...
Sorry, I thought we were doing the show. What are we doing, man?
I didn't start the show yet. I'm starting the show now.
It's time for Red Salad Review with your host, Andrew, Credit Carver, and Nick Lamb.
Welcome to Rat Salad Review. What's up, everybody? Hello.
I thought
Hi,
we were
Nate.
going to cut in Welcome to Rat Salad Review after Greg was talking about the fucking the dead corpses compared to that.
No, I'm not. I'm going to edit that part out.
Oh, bummer.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
no.
gotta save that for something.
That's
That
pretty
was-
good. Oh my god, save that for when we do the obituary of the atheist, like 1990 death metal matchup.
I
Perfect.
don't think so.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, we have a guest here today, Mr. Al. What's your last name? In your albums you put Al Ravage, and then you got another a real name. So what are you going by?
Well, I go by Al Ravage in the band, but the big secret, my last name is Farrakano.
Okay.
My brother Eli is the guitarist, so he goes by Eli Farrakano, which is it's kind of funny. But
Yeah. All right, now I get it. Cool. All right. So yeah, Al, you're from the band Ravage, and you got a new EP out right now. What is the EP called?
well, it's coming out. It isn't officially out yet.
Coming out.
It's called The Worldwide Resistance.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be out. We're gonna hopefully have it finished. We've only really got the rough mixes of it right now,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
hope to have it out in a couple of weeks, and then the actual physical copies sometime in November.
Yeah, real cool. Yeah, and then the really cool thing you have about this this EP is the cover. You asked people to send in their pictures of them wearing a mask because this whole EP, you got a whole theme behind it, with all the crap that's going on now with the the elections and the riots and just all the nonsense that's going on.
Oh, that's right. I meant to grab the mask I bought, but I forgot.
Oh, well, you're too
because
late. They
we
already
did
finished the
Kiss
cover.
before this. So. No, I know they already finished it. I just thought
Yeah, I
he'd get
like
a
all
kick
this
out
cool,
of it.
like, pro-reality stuff you're pushing.
Yeah, it's funny. We've been putting out recordings for years, and it's always been fantasy stuff, but kind of rooted in reality. And now we've just had a year of Armageddon, so it's like
Right. No, as a person
strictly
who's
reality.
just completed songs about like police brutality and one title, "Okay Boomer," I can really identify.
So what was the reason for like the almost like the sudden change? Like you said, you did like fantasy type stuff, more reality based stuff.
Yeah, I think we've always had a little bit of a political element. We've always had a thrash metal angle, in addition to kind of the traditional metal, and that's always carried a little bit of a political element to it, but never this explicit. And I think it's mostly because of the times we're in, and the music is a reflection of what we're feeling and what we're seeing, and our need to speak out as I don't want to say as artists and be big pretentious, but it's how we express ourselves, and the horrible stuff that's been going on has just been something that we wanted to have a little say in, to our little group of whoever's listening.
Right. Yeah. Now, who came up with the idea with putting fans' artwork on the album cover?
Well, actually, we just thought it would be a good way to, or I guess originally it was just going to be pictures of people wearing masks, trying to, spread the word that, mask wearing is okay. Not killing other people is okay.
Yeah.
But it turned into, I drew a couple of pictures of the band. And then I was like, well, if anybody else wants to be on it, I'll draw a picture of them. So I did a lot of drawing. I had a lot of time on my hands for a while.
Yeah.
And then we just thought it would be pretty cool to involve as many people as we could. And it ended up being, I think, 75 drawings I ended up doing. So we're just smaller and smaller and put them together. And it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
No,
definitely kind of really.
Into the show lately, wear a mask so we can fucking get back to going to shows,
Yeah.
If anything, solely for that reason.
I know. It's like it's like it's never going to end unless people are somewhat responsible. And
Destruction just played a fucking show in Germany. Why can't we have that shit right now?
I know.
Yeah. Well, actually, there was
because we lacked a discipline. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, it's pretty much true. Yeah. With you.
But there was a concert. It was at the motorcycle rally. What the hell's that called?
Sturgis.
Yeah,
That's
Sturgis.
Trapped. It's not even music.
Well, I know. Well, Smash Mouth played, but still,
I don't hate Smash Mouth for.
Glory be! What is this?
Terrible
2002? Hot diggity damn!
Bro, come on! It's worth dying to see a cover of "I'm a Believer."
I don't think so.
I think somebody had a new metal concert up in northern New Hampshire with Trapped and some other.
Oh my God. God, I hope if anyone fucking dies of COVID, it's the people of Trapped. In Minecraft, of course.
I was gonna say, do you
Minecraft,
think that
so
might
we
just
don't
be
get
natural
demonetized.
selection?
No, it's because they have Neanderthal DNA and they're more resistant to germs.
Oh boy! Well, you released the album cover, and have you gotten any pushback with the? Because you changed the band logo, and you made it the flag and everything. So have you gotten any nonsense towards that?
Yeah, I think we were ready for some pushback because there are a lot of metal fans who are just more conservative in general, especially older metal fans, and that's understandable. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
of course, I get it.
And we've kind of put the I guess the colors of the rainbow,
Right?
to be a little more inclusive, and that's just a one-time thing for this release. But the pushback we got was not surprising, but at the same time, it's kind of disappointing. We got
Do these people like Judas Priest?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
It's like some of the gayest shit I've ever seen. It's just butch gay shit.
Yeah, Manowar, Judas Priest.
Oh my God, Manowar is literally He-Man, but a band. It's as gay as you possibly get. Jesus Christ, people. Hell, Bathory.
It was kind of funny in some ways. I mean, the responses we got, and it wasn't widespread. I mean, we're talking about a handful of people, 2-3 people, canceled by. But this
really
was kind of not, if not surprising. It was like we don't want if we're going to be buying albums, we don't want our money going to support Antifa and stuff like that. So we're like,
okay. Is it really being canceled if it's just some chud in their mom's basement?
Well, you brought that up. The sales for the EP are going towards the ACLU, and I remember a while back you said that some fanzine or some website or whatever canceled you guys because they thought it was going towards Antifa.
Yeah, but I mean, we were telling everybody where the money is going. So, but I mean, there's a lot of weird propaganda going on out there, and people are believing a lot of crazy stuff. It's a scary time.
I Fucking QAnons running around. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. These people are in a cult.
Hey, don't get me. I love the conspiracy stuff, but a lot of it is total bullshit.
But it's
but you never know what to believe in.
It's taking
and sometimes
attention
it's always
away from actual sex trafficking.
No, yeah. But sometimes there is a little truth in a lot of that stuff, but you never know.
No, I believe there's tons of Hollywood people and politicians in fucking pedophile rings. But to believe that Donald Trump isn't one of them is fucking stupid.
I just want to know where Tom Hanks is. When's the last time we've seen Tom Hanks?
That's right.
I don't know.
He lives in Greece or something.
Yeah, right?
The world is upside down. Everything is a joke. We live in hell world.
But I've been a huge fan of you guys for a very long time. Actually, I did a show with you years ago, probably like 9 years ago now. It was with me, Cage, you guys, and Zach Stevens' band. Machines of Grace.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I was in Brooklyn very long time ago. Yeah. So and then I saw you guys, and I was like pretty excited because I just had found out about you guys, and then you had your little your booth, merch booth set up. So I bought all the shit that you had at the time. So that was pretty cool.
Wow. I didn't know you were at that show. Well, that was...
I was the opening band. You probably left the show.
Good job, man.
No, we were there for the whole show.
Oh, I saw your fucking drum cover, Wayne. Nice job.
He had hair then, so you might.
Yeah, so you probably won't.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is like looking at Sean Killian, to be honest, nowadays. It's kind of the same effect. Or Kerry King. It's unrecognizable, almost.
I got a girl with tea.
But you don't have, like, the eternal sunglasses and douche beard, so...
I'll work on it. So, yeah.
Kerry King looks like he's going to be, like, making a video in his pickup truck about how cultural diversity is moving the nation.
But, I'm gonna have to go and check out your back catalog. This is the first time I've ever heard of you guys, actually, but I really enjoyed it. So
I've always wanted to hear Maiden with a double kick, so I'm really happy.
Well, you know, the thing is that the time periods we're talking about, I wasn't really listening to much new music. I had kind of just written it off and was checking out obscure stuff from other countries that had come out back in the day, and that took up quite a few years because there's a lot of Japanese metal and stuff like that out there.
Oh, yeah.
So I just missed a lot of bands like yours during the time period because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people were, based on the attendance of that tour you were talking about.
I've been busy just eating out the fucking obscure remains of American thrash metal, but I mean... any modern new wave of traditional heavy metal band is something I gotta add to my list because I fucking love Enforcer. I like Skullfist. I mean, I even count Black Veil Brides as new wave of traditional heavy metal because they sound like Painkiller era Priest. Just listen to their guitar. No. Listen to their guitar tracks without the vocals. Their guitar tracks and drum tracks without the vocals. Greg knows what I'm talking about because I've shown him this shit.
Yeah.
But or like fucking Striker, fucking bands like that, I'd put you guys right up with them. You guys are fucking killer. I'd love to see you guys tour with them. I'd love to play a show with you guys if we ever end up out in Boston anytime soon. I mean, we haven't played a show yet because COVID and all that bullshit, but eventually we'll get there.
Yeah, I'm hoping to put together a festival, if shows ever come back.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd love to fucking play it.
Yeah, try to get all those bands into the Boston area because we have a pretty good metal scene, or we did before this.
You guys have a fucking great hardcore scene too. I'd love to get tapped into that as well.
Yeah,
I mean, I love metal and punk. You guys have both. It's fucking great, man.
Yeah, there's definitely some punk and thrash influence on the new stuff that we've got coming.
Oh yeah, I'm hearing those two steps. I fucking love two steps, man.
I definitely heard a lot of progression in the band since I'll show Greg since you haven't really seen that. That's
also,
the first
I love
official
the logo.
album.
It's a damn good logo.
Really cool. But you even have stuff way even before this. I didn't, you have all those demos and shit, right? That you're working on re-recording a lot of that stuff too.
The new release that we've got has some ancient songs on it stuff that goes back to the 90s. Not a whole lot, a handful of songs. We took the skeleton of those old songs and fleshed them out and made them more modern. Stuff that only appeared on demos and basement tapes and stuff like that. One of the songs, Know It All, that you guys were talking about, that actually goes back. We were playing that in basements in 1997.
Oh,
so
wow.
That shows you how old that song is. But
wow.
So you guys were at the forefront of this modern rebirth, along with like Toxic Holocaust and shit.
Yeah, except we weren't.
Cool.
We were kind of like we weren't thrash enough to be in with the new wave of thrash bands.
No, but I'm just saying this whole modern rebirth of old school types of metal.
Yeah,
because we're hearing the new wave of old school death metal too, with bands like Necrot and shit.
Yep.
So, yeah, there's this whole like cyclical thing going on.
Yeah, and we've been trying to ride that since the late 90s.
Hey, that's cool as hell. I'm on that wave too. Believe me. I'm on that wave too. This whole third wave of modern thrash is coming right now.
Yeah, it'll get out there eventually. But then the other album, End of Tomorrow, one of my favorites of yours.
That's
really
a fucking cool album cover.
Yeah, this is an awesome album cover.
Reminds me of that one Voivod album cover with the robot ant on it.
Yeah, Negatron.
Negatron, yeah. Reminds me of Negatron. I like it.
What do you say, Ralph? Al?
That's actually Ed Repka art. We got that
cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it looks very...
That's cool as hell.
Shit.
Huh. Cool.
That was kind of the height of the band commercially.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got signed to Metal Blade. We put out one album. We got dropped. It was just
you guys are good. That's a bummer.
Yeah, and you guys all signed it for me too, so that was cool. And they got the little EP there, and then Derelict City was the last release, right?
Yep.
Yep. And then you re-recorded the first album.
Yep.
And that came out really cool too.
Is that the fucking Masters of the Universe Skeletor Castle?
Yeah.
Shit.
Grayskull.
Literally, that's Castle Grayskull. Yeah. What the fuck? I love it.
We got that
fucking gnarly with the fucking painkiller bike. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, let him say how we got the idea. Goddamn.
Yeah, that's the problem with Nate. He just likes to talk over.
Sorry.
That's the youth today, you know.
I love it. It's all out of passion.
It's Nate's show. Nate, how are you doing today?
No, the art on that one was actually done by the guy who did the Goosebumps covers.
Really?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love those book covers. I used to read that shit as a kid.
How'd you get involved with him doing the cover?
Well, it's funny. As we were putting the whole thing together, we finally got it done. I was talking to my brother about who we should use for art. And I said, should we use Ed Repka again? He was like, I don't want to become an Ed Repka band where all the album covers look the same.
Right.
And he was like, I just read this book. He used to read the Goosebumps books when he was a kid. And I guess the guy who put out the art, Tim Jacobus, he put out his own book of art. So my brother was looking that up and was like, well, what if you could contact this guy? Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
How much did he charge you? Because actually, his vibe would be perfect for what our album... Like, our first one's going to be called What's Your Damage, and then the next one's going to be called The Great American Psychopath. So, like...
That's pretty cool.
Like, I think, like, that'd be it. How much should he really charge you for a commission? Because I think he'd be a perfect kind of vibe.
Well,
I love those ominous, slightly censored album covers.
Yeah, he's got kind of a cool, cartoony kind of vibe.
Like implied violence, like Hitchcockian, you know? I love it.
Yeah. With lots of...
Like there's a dripping bloody knife and you don't stab with.
See what he does?
Sorry.
It's not just with you. He does this every show.
Skype, too. So, like, we both
all right, I'll give you that.
At the same time.
Well, he was in the middle of the story.
I know.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
We're not a very professional show, Al. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, I'll give you his contact information so you can, get the rates from him.
That's cool.
I wouldn't want to
put
his information out.
I love Goosebumps, man. So, yeah, that whole aesthetic is up my alley.
Yeah, definitely some really cool artwork there.
And so, did he do it based on a theme you gave him, or just from listening to the music?
Yeah, he did not hear the music in advance. We sent him some copies afterwards, but and we sent him some vinyls and some shirts because we use his artwork for the shirts. But pretty much, I gave him a concept, and the concept, if you look at the album, especially if you look at the vinyl art, you're going to see stuff that pertains to a lot of the songs on it. So there's fire in the background because there's a song called "Damage" about an asteroid hitting, and then you get. If you look in the there's almost like a million Easter eggs in it for every song.
Really?
In the lower right-hand corner, there's a little skeleton hand coming out of the ooze.
Right there.
Holding an alarm clock. So that's for the song "Wake the Dead." You know.
That's awesome.
Fucking old people on the motorcycle.
Really cool.
And then, the title song "Spectral Riders" is a spectral sort of Batman type guy on a motorcycle, and you got that.
Yeah.
You get the spider vibe. We try to put a spider on every album cover. That's built into the bike. So there's a lot of good stuff in there if you just pour it over.
Oh wow, very cool. What's the girl? I didn't notice this before. What's the girl inside the castle?
Oh, that's because we have to have an ass on every cover.
It probably won't show up, but there, she's right there.
Yeah, there's a girl with a sword.
The sorceress.
I don't know. I think he just put that in himself. But it just kind of gets into your theme. Like if you go to our very first demo, which was called Curse of Heaven, which we put out, it had this weird like cherub angel kind of thing. And the artist we were using at that time, for some reason, he liked butts, I think, because the angel on the back had kind of like a weird face and a butt. And then there was this this alien guy in front of like a church with these zombies coming out, but he's turned away from your point of view so you can see his butt. So that I think that was just an homage to the butts we used to have.
You just start putting man ass on there in protest.
Oh, this time we got a girl on there, so
yeah, sounds better than that. Too funny. But you released the first video, but like a week ago?
Yep,
for Amazon Burning, right?
Yep.
And that's obviously about the Amazon, the rainforest.
Burning, yes.
Yeah. It pretty much says in the title.
I watched the video. It was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, the video was really cool. Did you guys get together and make the video, or did you guys do it separately, or how'd you work on that?
We did it completely separately, social distance. We pretty much had everybody film themselves, and then I threw it all together, used some effects, and just put everything we could on fire. With digital effects. Just fired up the explosion machine and the fire machine. And ironically and sadly, it came out at a time when the California fires started.
Right.
And so, we're trying to do something about that. Contribute whatever money we can get from that to, some kind of charity that helps that, or we were thinking the Arbor Day Foundation for planting trees.
Okay. Let me get this straight. You were making it like between the Australian fires and the California fires.
Yeah. Fires everywhere, I guess. So we're just
fire, butthead, fire!
Fires in the video.
Settle down, Beavis.
Fire!
But have you had a lot of good feedback with this song? Because it's an awesome song. There's a lot of really cool guitar work in there. The drums are awesome. Your vocals are really great. It's a great song. It's really cool.
Kudos to your brother. Holy shit, he can shred.
Oh yeah. I think I've been really grateful, blessed to have two really good guitarists in the band. Like
me too. I feel you.
That's what you need. I'm the least musically talented guy in the
band. So. I feel you 100%.
If I can just surround myself with talented people, that's fine with me.
Oh my God! I found my older brother. What the fuck? That was my exact philosophy. If I can fill my band full of talented people, maybe I can ride on their shoulders.
Yeah,
I can Lars Ulrich my way through this.
Yeah.
That's a
Coolin and Ozzy.
You don't have to be a great singer, as long as you have some shredding guitars behind you.
Right.
But yeah, the funny thing about that song is that it was written by our bassist Tommy G.
Okay.
And it came to us in the form. He wrote the whole thing in a demo, and everybody didn't know what to do with it because it was kind of this weird song that had a lot of changes. His wife said that nobody's ever going to like this song because it's like changes every 5 seconds. Wow. And so I listened to it and I was like, we should actually record this song. This is pretty good. I liked it in the form that it was because it had all these weird changes. And then it in its bass form was very, very simple song. Like, he didn't have any guitar leads or anything. But when the guitarist got after it and added a solo every 5 seconds, it totally changed the vibe, and it came out to be a pretty cool track.
Yeah. Yeah, people like changes. I mean, look how much Greg likes Voivod. Look how much I like Voivod.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love Voivod. And people
Voivod,
like
shit, Zappa.
People
love
Tool
changes
for some reason.
Tool.
I would prefer we not mention Frank and Tool in the same conversation, but whatever.
And we're just talking time signature changes. It's a valid point. You could bring up Dream Theater and still have it be a valid point.
But it's only like a 3-minute song, and like you said, there's a lot of changes in there, but it all works. It all fits in, and it's a very catchy song. I think it was a good song to start off with.
Sorry, it's kind of like how a fire burns in slower, faster, and then
there you go,
changes and shit. like shit gets consumed at different paces.
Yeah. And then you're working on another video for one of the other songs.
Yeah, right now we're working on the song for the title track of the EP, The Worldwide Resistance. And the concept behind that is we're getting anybody who wants to participate in the video to send in a picture of themselves or a short video, acting out the lyrics or writing down the lyrics or something, holding up a sign. And just make it crowd participation since we can't get together.
Yeah. It's a great idea. I mean, it gets your fans involved too, so it's it really gets them interested in the new music, and hopefully other people will see that what they're doing, and then they'll bring them to your band and everything, and get you more noticed. Because you guys should be a lot more noticed than you are.
I heavily agree.
Although you did post the other day, the Spectral Rider album is the most viewed on that YouTube channel. I don't know.
Well, I shouldn't say it's not the most viewed on the channel because there are a couple that have I think almost 500,000 hits on that channel. It's gotten to be a pretty popular channel, and they did a lot to help us out because they put that album out there. They were one of the first people who put that album out there.
Yeah.
And it's got about 100,000 views on it. Which is far beyond anything we've ever done. Like our videos from back in the day when we were at Metal Blade only got 20,000 views. So.
Oh wow! So that's cool. That's good.
Actually, now that I think about it, there's a channel that you could send your albums to called New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal Full Albums, and it's abbreviated NWOTHM. But they upload just full albums of people similar to you guys, and I think that could really get you some wider exposure.
Actually, that's the channel I was talking about.
Oh, okay, good. Sorry, my bad. I was literally looking it up, making sure that was the name while you were talking. So,
yeah, it's
okay, good. We're on the same page. Yep. Yeah, I would definitely send your shit to there. You guys are just as good as any, or better than any old band they post on there, because a lot of them are kind of Tigers of Pantangy, where they're they're not
Tigers of
Pantangy. No, I was fucking right when I posted that meme where it's stuff that's not from Britain but sounds like it. No, it's not new wave of British heavy metal, but then shit fucking Tigers of Pantangy is where it sounds like classic rock.
Well, that's kind of how it started off, but.
And I know Tigers of Pantangy are metal, because Budgie are metal. Budgie are metal, too.
Anyway, but...
Anyway.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You guys are far more metal than a lot of bands that get posted there.
Well, I think we've always been a band that more like metal
A lot
church.
more
Kind
skill,
of rides
too.
the line between
Yes.
the new age, maybe British heavy metal stuff and the thrash stuff. So
Right,
yeah.
right. Sabotage too.
Yeah.
No,
So
I
how's
get what
it
you're talking
been,
about.
Yeah, how is it working with your brother? I have a brother. We're both musical. He plays bass guitar and all this shit. We just never did a band together. We, we get along, but we just don't get along musically. But how's it working with your brother?
Yeah.
Is there been a time where it's like, you want to just say, get the fuck out of here, and I'll find somebody else?
Or is it more Diamond Vinny, where you're just attached to him?
It's been an interesting relationship because we've been together in this band for 24 years. So, I think we got together in '96 to start playing together. And he and I are the only ones who've been in the band for that whole time.
Right. Yeah.
So it's an interesting thing, but it's kind of kept us together. We've never really had a contentious relationship as brothers. He's kind of a quiet guy, and we've gotten along fine.
Yeah.
Whoever your drummer is, keep them now, because that Painkiller sound really complements everything.
Yeah, actually, the funny thing about that is the original demo of it was a very straightforward, just kind of simple beat, very new wave of British heavy metal.
Right.
Then when he started playing it, he was like, "Oh, all of a sudden it's like Hell Patrol," It's like
right. No, Hell Patrol is awesome. I fucking love Hell Patrol.
So, because and I hadn't heard it because they went to record it. It was just my brother and him doing the drums. And I said, so the drums are all done. And he said, yeah. You'll see. It had a lot of double bass to it. I was like, double bass, because it was really just a very straightforward beat before. So it added a really nice.
It just adds so much more punch to it. I always wish Nico played a double kick in Maiden for that reason. Because just Painkiller, I like almost as much as Somewhere in Time, which is my favorite Maiden album. So it's like, I don't know how much more powerful Maiden could be if they just add another kick drum,
Yeah, it's hard to say, but that's part of their uniqueness too, I guess. Not a lot.
Oh yeah, of course.
What is the band that really got you into wanting to play music?
I think originally when I very first started, I was Metallica. Probably, I think that's what got me into metal, picking up the Black Album on cassette back in 1991, whenever it came out.
Yeah. It's like looking in the mirror. It's like looking in a much older mirror.
Yeah, hopefully not that much older.
I found Whenever I May Roam and Enter Sandman on YouTube, and that kind of transitioned me from Avenged Sevenfold to old school metal, stuff that's inspired by old school shit to actual old school shit, And now Ride the Lightning's my favorite album, so.
Yeah, now I feel old discovering it on cassette.
Yeah, I did too.
No, I grew up on cassettes.
With you.
I grew up on cassettes. Don't feel too old.
Okay.
I'm 21. I grew up on cassettes.
Yeah, because of your father.
I have Weird Al cassettes. No, cassettes. Cars still had tape decks when I was a kid.
Yeah, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm right with you there, Al. I was cassettes
had
too.
a tape deck.
So don't feel.
I think after that, the next thing I picked up, the first album I actually bought, because the Metallica tape I traded my old guitar for, because I was not good at guitar. I traded that to my older brother for the Metallica tape, because he was into punk. He was like, this stuff is classic rock. You here, listen to this.
Yeah.
He was getting into punk, so I traded him my guitar for the tape. And then the actual tape I actually bought, I was in I think it was Strawberries, back when Strawberries existed. And they had, I was looking into trying to get Iron Maiden tapes because I remembered my cousin was into Iron Maiden when I was a kid. And he had all these gnarly posters of Eddie. And I was like, oh, I got to check out that band. That's a metal band.
Yeah.
So I went into the store and they had Maiden Japan and they had Number of the Beast. And Number of the Beast was like 50 cents less than Maiden Japan. So I picked it up because I only had $8. And I turned it up on the stereo. I had this old Fisher Price radio that I put headphones on.
Yeah.
Turned it up really loud and it blew my ears out with the beginning of Invaders. And then I was hooked on Maiden ever since that. So
yeah. And then you ended up doing a Maiden cover, right? Be Quick or Be Dead.
Yep.
Ooh,
we actually did
choice.
2 Maiden covers. We did that, and we did the Clairvoyant.
Oh, really? What's that on?
Nice.
I never heard that one.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody ever heard that.
Oh, geez, sorry.
Terrible. They put it out on one of those compilations years ago. I think it was a Millennium tribute to Iron Maiden. It was a terrible, terrible version that we did.
You guys would kill for
Well,
like
the Be Quick or Be Dead one
cover
is
of women
like
in uniform. You'd fucking kill on that.
What's
Like,
that?
you would fucking kill a Paul Di'Anno cover because your vocals remind me a lot of Battlezone, actually.
Oh yeah.
Like you're in between like Bruce and Paul. Like, because you're not all the way up here, but you're not like, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people have said I sound
down.
like Blaze Bailey. So,
No, you're way
I don't
better
hear
than
that at
Brain.
all.
No, you're good.
Oh, stop. Blaze is good.
Fuck Blaze Bailey. Blaze Bailey is the most fucking mid-tone, anchored to the ground vocal I've ever heard. Like, vocal.
Well,
Ugh.
outside of Sammy Hagar.
no,
Blaze Bailey is
Hagar.
the Sammy Hagar of Iron Maiden.
I can agree with that.
No, he's got a lot of quality stuff.
Yeah, it does. Especially his
Yeah,
solo
but it's
albums.
better when Bruce does it.
Yeah. No. I like Blaze outside of Maiden. I like certain songs off of those 2 records, but wasn't the right fit for him.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Really wasn't. He's not good enough to be in Maiden. It's just out of.
I like Wolfsbane.
Wolfsbane's okay. He does okay in that.
Not bad. But you said your brother was more into punk. Did Ravage start out as like a punk band?
Okay, so my older brother, who was never in this band, he was in the punk.
Okay. Oh, all right. So yeah, more than one brother.
But he kind of inspired us to play because he was in bands and he was playing in the punk scene, and I would go to see him at shows. But when I got into music, I went in the metal direction, and I brought my little brother in that direction. He got into he was into Megadeth. I was into Metallica. So we were in kind of different branches of metal a little bit, but so we luckily had that as a bond. And he started playing guitar. I started playing drums, and then I moved to vocals because we couldn't find a singer. And so so there was a punk element in the beginning just because we were crappy players. You know, we had to learn what we were doing.
Right.
He was. I think when he started in the band, he was like 12, 13 years old, and I was 15. So.
Oh wow.
Okay. We've been doing it since then.
Yeah. So he comes up with most of the riffs and stuff, or do you help him with that at all?
Well, actually, around 2000, this is going back how the band is again. We picked up another guitarist, so we had a second guitarist, Nick. And so they pretty much split the writing 50-50. They pretty much bring completed songs themselves. And then just recently, Tommy, the bass player, started bringing some songs in. And every once in a while, I'll bring in some music, but pretty much I just do all the lyrics and the vocal melodies.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Any more covers going to be coming out soon or no?
Actually, the plan was to record a whole double album of all this stuff we've got, and then record a whole covers album. So, so as soon as we finally get all the stuff, this big pile of material we've been working on done, which is it looks like it's more going to be 2 separate albums than a double album because the band wouldn't let me do that. We're going to actually record a full covers album.
All right, cool, awesome. Any ideas of what the bands you're going to pick?
Those fights are ongoing, but probably a mix of a few more obscure bands and bands that most people would know. So like some of the suggestions were, I think, a Picture song, Griffin's Guard the Gold from Picture, Deaf Dealer. Those are the more obscure things we've been talking about. And then I don't think we're going to do Maiden or Priest, but maybe Accept, because we did a whole Accept cover set with our other band, I Will, for a Halloween show a couple of years ago.
Oh, cool.
So there's a lot of stuff that's been kicking around. We did a whole Saxon cover set.
Cool.
So we're definitely going to do a Saxon song. I know that we were going to do Rock the Nations.
Okay.
That almost appeared on this EP actually. So we're definitely gonna do some stuff like that.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah. Awesome, really cool. All right,
I'd like to hear 747. Actually, I think you guys would do that well. But now you got me
I was
thinking.
gonna say Motorcycle Man.
Yeah, we actually did at the show that we did bands played on. We did Prince of the Night.
Nice.
We didn't do 747, but we did Motorcycle Man. So we did a ton of songs.
I love Motorcycle Man.
I wanted to do a whole Saxon EP, but that got shot down too. So I'm not gonna do that.
What was the reason for that section show? Was there something going on?
So one of the cool things about the Massachusetts metal scene, so if you ever make your way out here, we've got this place, Ralph's Diner, out in Worcester, which is like Central Mass.
Mm.
And every year, actually every Thursday, there's this Metal Thursdays gig that's been going on for over 10 years. It's the longest running metal show in the country.
Oh, okay.
And on Halloween, they do a Halloween covers weekend where they do 3 days. That's all metal covers. And they have the bands like do these one-off tribute bands. So we did sax and we dressed up as sax and like and stuff. Cool. And we played a half-hour Saxon set. And then they do King Diamond, they do Metallica, they do everything. So it's
what's it called? I'm gonna text my girlfriend because I'm gonna be out there in fucking March here.
Yeah, it's Halloween covers weekend. Ralph's Diner, Ralph's Chadwick Square Rock Diner is the place. So if you can catch a show there, they have awesome bands. They have national bands come through there. They have the best local bands play there. It's an awesome place.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I love Massachusetts. I'm only in New York, so Massachusetts ain't too far from me.
Yeah, if you're ever going to make the trip, that would be one of the shows to see, because they if there's like those middle or lower size acts that come through, like Deceased.
My girlfriend lives near like Nashua, so that wouldn't be too far of a drive.
Yeah, we get people from New Hampshire and Connecticut who come up.
Right. Nothing up there is that far to drive.
Seeing Deceased is always a good time.
Yeah.
I just told her to remind me of that when I'm fucking up there. Like Metal Thursdays are at fucking Ralph's in Worcester.
Yeah. You got to check it out once they start doing shows again. It's
hell yeah.
It's probably the best metal show you can see in the whole country, I would say.
At this point, I haven't seen a show since November of last year, and that was Slayer. I'm so blue-balled on shows. Anything will do.
It's crazy. A year without shows, Who would have thought?
I know. If I had known that Soulfly would have been the last fucking show that I could have seen. The only reason I didn't go is I was broke and my brakes were out. I was driving with the emergency brake, and I'm a delivery driver.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was my life for 2 weeks. That was fucking nerve-wracking. But, yeah, that's the reason I didn't go to the show. But had I known that would have been the last show I would have gotten to see this year, I would have fucking gone. I would have gotten a ride.
You mentioned King Diamond. Are you a King Diamond fan?
Oh yeah.
Favorite King Diamond album?
I guess it's between. And this is gonna maybe sound crazy. Puppet Master and Spider's Lullaby.
Oh, very interesting. Well, we have a King Diamond show. Now that you mentioned Puppet Master, would you like to join our King Diamond show one day?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure.
All right, because we'll be doing Puppet Master very soon. So that'd be cool to have you on that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll let you know when that happens. So where can people go and buy the album? Because, you want people to contribute to this charity and, help out.
Yeah, the album's going to be made. The physical copies are going to be, in America at least, they're going to be exclusively through Die With Your Boots On, which is a online shop.
Okay.
It's a physical shop. You can go there in Salem, Massachusetts. So if you live in the Salem area.
What the fuck? I should see that next time I'm in Salem. I was just in Salem last week. What the fuck?
You were just in Salem. Yeah, Salem, Massachusetts.
No, I was looking for good record stores. What the fuck?
Well, it's not a record store.
Oh, it's not a record store.
It's a gothic clothing shop that our guitarist Nick and his wife run.
Still, cool as fuck.
Yeah,
I gotta visit that.
They've got obscure metal shirts. They've got metal clothing.
Yeah, I'll be there.
So you gotta check that out.
I'll fucking
Die
be
with
there.
Your boots on.
Now, is that in the town of Salem, like in the little village?
It's right on the Pickering Wharf in Salem. Yeah, right on the water. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus Christ! I fucking drove past it, didn't I? Jesus
You
fucking
definitely drove
Christ!
past it. If you were in the touristy area,
What the
you drove
fuck?
past it.
Yeah.
Ah!
All right, Nate, calm down. You're going back.
No, I didn't know.
I'm sure they'll still be there. Yeah, right.
All we had time to do was fucking. We drove to fucking Polly's in Boston, then we fucking drove to Salem and had a picnic in the park. So it was like we didn't have fucking time to go anywhere because everything was closed.
That sounds sweet. All right. So everybody can buy the physical there. Is that like a bundle too, or is it a T-shirt or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, right now we're doing a pre-order because the records haven't been pressed yet. We've got the T-shirts, but we haven't got the records yet. So you can pre-order it with you can just get the shirt if you want to just contribute and just wear the shirt. You can get the vinyl, which comes with a download card. So even if you just want to get it to support, you can still listen to the music digitally because it comes with a download card.
Yeah.
And then there's a pre-order bundle with the T-shirt and the vinyl if you want to get that.
Yeah, really cool. And it's only on vinyl. It's not on CD or cassette or 8-track. Yeah.
This EP we're just going to release on vinyl and digital. We're only going to put it out on the New Wave of British Heavy Metal channel once it's done. So that's some exclusive news. We're going to drop it on that.
Cool.
Nice.
And then we're going to be on to the next album, which we will put out on CD probably.
You heard it here first, folks.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, I really thank you for coming on the show. The EP is really cool, and everybody has to go out and get it. It's for a good cause as well.
Fucking buy it. The ACLU is pretty kick-ass. I mean, it's pretty kick-ass.
It helps people. I mean, it does something.
There's so many shitty bands out there. There are so many awful local bands. Support the good ones.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, we hope to have you on the King Diamond Show too. I'll contact you about that. But and where can people go out and check Ravage? You got the website and Facebook or whatever.
Oh yeah, so our actual website is ravagetheearth.com. Ravagetheearth.com. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/ravagetheearth. And that's pretty much what we'll update the most, the Facebook and ravagetheearth.com.
Yeah, all right, very cool, awesome. Go check those out, please. And you can go check us out at ratsaladreview.com. And I gotta show this new T-shirt we have. Go buy our T-shirts.
Cool.
A little take on the Don't Break the Oath album cover. It's pretty cool. Cool artwork done by Rocky Baya. Does all our artwork. And go buy that. It's on our website, ratsaladreview.com. Please subscribe. We're on Twitter, iTunes, YouTube. Nate, you have something to say?
Nothing.
All right. I thought you were going to interrupt me.
No.
Because you seem to have done it the whole show.
Oh my god, I've been staying quiet at longer periods.
I'll check it when we go back and edit the show. I'll see.
Get that boy a shovel.
There's been plenty of long periods where I've stayed silent and let people talk.
All right, that's enough for me. Have a good night, everybody. Whenever you're watching the show, I don't care. We'll see you next time.
That Major Malfunction on Twitter. Wear a goddamn mask so we can fucking get back to shows.
That's right. Oh, is there going to be any Ravage masks?
No, I don't think we're going to make masks. I made one mask. It was kind of like a balaclava thing, but yeah, I don't think it didn't really work out.
All right. Well, see you guys next time.
Turning back, no turning back.
What?